Today, I'm going to walk you through the process of creating a financial plan through the myMoneyGuide system. Now, myMoneyGuide is a guided planning experience that allows people to develop a financial roadmap in the privacy of their own. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you so that you can see what I'm doing here as I go ahead and walk you through this system. Okay, so we're at the home page here where you're able to input all of your personal information. You have the option here on your right-hand side, on your upper right-hand side, to go through the guided planning experience by watching the videos. So for the first page, we'll go ahead and do that. However, after the first page, I'm going to turn this off and I'm just going to show you how the system works. Now, at the bottom right here below the video, you're able to ask your questions as they arise and have somebody go ahead and give you an answer. So I'm just going to go ahead and push play. I'm going to rewind this. I'm going to go ahead and push play.
Left side of the screen, you'll see your plan. We'll start on the personal information page, where you'll enter some basic things that are used in the software calculations. A few notes on this page. For that plan description field, you can change that to whatever you'd like. Perhaps something fun that will motivate you as you go through the lab. For any income fields, those will be your gross or pre-tax income on an annual basis. Your employment income is used many places in the software, including estimates of your Social Security benefits. For the other income field, that's any non-investment income that would end at your retirement. Common entries here are trust or rental income and alimony. Any income sources that would continue through retirement, such as a pension or Social Security, can be entered later. Take as much time as you'd like. It's your plan, so it should be at your pace. Once you're finished, you can look the information over, and if everything looks correct, you can click Next in the bottom right corner.
All right, so I've gone ahead and pre-populated all of this. So we have Sally and Sam. They're a married couple, ages 37 and 36. Both of them make $60,000 a year, and they reside in the state of Oregon. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the autoplay for the video and go ahead and proceed. So the next step is to set your expectations. Sally and Sam have identified their expectations as living an active lifestyle, having the opportunity to help others, as well as having time to travel. Their concerns is leaving money for their heirs and living too long. Because of that, that results in other concerns about running out of money, and of course they're concerned about healthcare. Okay, so as we move along here, all right, there it goes. I apologize for that. It took a little bit of time for it to load. So now we're going to see how long Sally and Sam are going to live in retirement. So I set the age at 67, the retirement age at 67 for Sally, 66 for Sam, so that they can retire together. Now we're moving on to their financial goals. So Sally and Sam have gone ahead and identified their goals as retiring at 66 and 67, putting their kid, Junior, through college for 4 years at an in-state institution, and purchasing a home in 6 years with a $50,000 down payment. So for Social Security, let's say that Sally and Sam are both eligible to receive Social Security. They've been advised to take it at age 70, so we're going to indicate that there. And the system will go ahead and calculate the total amount of lifetime benefits that Sally and Sam are expected to receive given the time frame in which they're going to take Social Security. So we're going to go ahead and push next to get down to their other retirement income. So we said, no, Sally and Sam do not have any other sources of retirement income besides whatever it is that they save in their personal accounts, their employer-sponsored retirement plans, and through Social Security. So here's a listing of Sally and Sam's assets, their investment assets. So each of them have a 401k with $50,000 that they're putting 10% of their retirement income into. They have a college savings plan for junior set up here with $7,500, and they're contributing a little over $200 a month. Both have an IRA, a Roth IRA that they're contributing the annual maximum to. And then they both have investment accounts that they're going to use as a down payment for their new home. Now, as you can see over here on Assign How to Use, you are able to identify which goals you would like. So you can use it to fund all your goals, you can use it for a single goal, or you can allocate it between multiple goals if you like. So for purposes of this, all of the retirement vehicles are going to be for retirement. All of the investment vehicles are going to be for saving for the home. Okay, so now that we have all of the investment assets, and the system's going to ask us if Sally and Sam are willing to save any more. We're going to say the default is 5%, so we're going to say okay. If that's not something that you would like to do, then you can switch this over to no, or you can change the amount. So here, for our purposes, we said Sally and Sam didn't have any other assets. This is a good place for you to put any type of personal property that you may own, or any other type of jewelry, artwork, any other type of assets that you have. So for our purposes, we're just going to say no. Sally and Sam both have a $500,000 term life insurance policy that benefits the other. So this is where we add it in. If you would like to add additional policies, you can just put add here, ones with cash value. So variable, universal, life, whole life. You have some non-cash value. Here's where your term and group life insurance comes in. And then you have the option to add any type of disability, umbrella, or other insurance that you have. So for our purposes, we're just going to stick with the 2 term life insurance policies. On the next screen, we're able to identify the debt that Sally and Sam have. So down here on the bottom left, you're able to add any of the liabilities. So Sally and Sam have 1 credit card with a $200 balance. Sally has some student loans worth $27,000, and Sam has a car loan of $9,000 for a total of $38,200 in liabilities. So the next page is just going to identify Sally and Sam's net worth. So they have $181,000 in assets, $38,200 in liabilities, which we just saw, or a net worth of $143,300. And that's broken down again down here. So next we're going to go into your investment risk tolerance. So this slider bar here goes from a scale of 0 to 100, 0 being the least risky, 100 being the most risky. So we're going to set Sally's at 70. Down here, it's going to show you, based on your risk tolerance, what your portfolio would have done in the Great Recession. So in this case, Sally's loss would have been 33%, which translates into a loss of $59,000. On the next page, we'll do the same thing for Sam. We'll say Sam has a higher risk tolerance, so we'll put his at 80. And one nice thing about this is, especially when there are couples, the system will allocate a risk tolerance for the whole house that you can do. So for our purposes, we're just going to split the difference. Sally's at 70, Sam's at 80, so we're going to call the household 75. In order to verify that that's your actual risk tolerance, the system's going to show you again, here's your portfolio, here's how much you would have lost in the Great Recession, and then how do you feel about that? Does that amount of loss keep you up at night? Are you worried that you're not kept up at night? If so, you might want to go back and change your risk tolerance. But if not, then you can go ahead and say you're not happy, but you're okay with it, or that you don't know. Then you're able to ask, what would you do if you were to experience that type of loss? Would you sell everything, sell some, or hold on? We're going to say Sally and Sam are going to hold on. So based on all of this information, it suggested that this portfolio is acceptable for Sally and Sam. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next page. As we wait for this to load. All right, so now we're going to do the Monte Carlo testing to see what Sally and Sam's probability of success are for achieving their financial goal. We're going to run the trials. Okay, and Sally and Sam are in the blue zone, which is excellent. And that means they're at an 82% chance of succeeding on their plan. Here, you can see if 82% is good. Let's go ahead and click on that. So anything above 75% is you're doing really good. So Sally and Sam are on track to retire. Here you can also explore some different scenarios, whether the return is just hitting your portfolio average, maybe you had bad timing in the market, and you can use a whole slew of other factors that you can play with to see if your plan is recession-proof or if it's needing some modification. So you can really get comfortable with knowing that you're prepared for various scenarios as they may come up. Let's go ahead and go on to the next page. So on this page, you're able to do some playing. So you can do some what-if scenarios. Over here, you can see what the impact of Social Security strategies might be. I'm not going to click on that now because it's going to take a few minutes to load. Other options, you can see what your choices are in the plan and see how that affects your confidence readings. You can go ahead and go to the play zone so you can see how saving a different amount, saving more, saving less, what type of impact that will have on your financial plan. So right here, we're not going to have any changes to this page, so we're just going to go ahead and click next. So as you can see, Sally and Sam are on pace. They do any recommendations, which we didn't really have here, except for perhaps Social Security. They get even higher bumps, but as you go and play with the different scenarios on the previous pages, you'll see changes in the current and the recommended scenarios. So this page is basically a summary of all the things that we just went over. So here's Sally and Sam's retirement. This amount is their goal spending, the amount that they're going to save, their portfolio mix, and their assets. So we're going to go ahead and click next. And on the next page, we're going to be able to identify what some of Sally and Sam's fears are. So maybe if you think that Social Security isn't going to be there, it'll adjust your outlook. So let's assume you can play with this. You can say Social Security is reduced by 75%, and the system will go ahead and update and give you a new probability of success. So this is a nice feature because it lets you do some what-if scenario planning. And you can choose another one if you'd like. but we're doing pretty good, so we'll just leave it at that. And that's basically it. So the next steps are you can either choose to be contacted by a financial professional by inputting your information. You can work on your plan for more time. You can have more time to work on your plan, and it'll go ahead and give you the option to recommend this to other people who you may know. So let me go ahead and take this off of screen share real quick. So once you do that, you'll have the option to have access to your financial plan in the client portal. So I hope this has been illuminating for you. It's intended as a quick walkthrough so you can understand what type of financial planning is possible in the myMoneyGuide system. And we'll see you next time.